Jeff. Okay, we're down to your headliner. Yes, if you guys are here for, she's going to tell you all about herself, so I'm not going to. She told me not to say anything about her, but yeah, she's very funny, and you guys are going to have a lot of fun. Please get nice and loud for Sonia Melania.
Hi everyone. Hi. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Sonia, and I live in Berlin. And I thought it would be really difficult to be a comedian in Toronto, but it turns out you just need to start a cult and have everybody follow you. So thank you to my 20 followers today. Let's drink some Kool-Aid. And sorry for those of you who don't know me, you can just join. But I moved to Berlin for one reason only. I did it last year, and it's because I was overparented as a child. It's going down, Mom. I sucked my thumb until I was 13 years old. I'm not saying it's your fault. I think this is on me. But so I moved to Berlin, and I'm going to become an independent woman. And imagine my surprise that I spent over a year in basements like this, talking about my parents to drunk strangers, and sucking other things. As I mentioned earlier, my mom's here tonight. It's her first time watching me do comedy. My mom is the most badass woman I've ever met. She's Indian. She's a diva. Her job is to travel around Canada firing people. She's the kind of no-nonsense kind of businesswoman that when she fires people, she has a tendency for them to come up to her afterwards and thank her. And I remember when I was in law school, we were having all these conversations about diversity and inclusion in Canada, and I said to her, I was like, Mom, what's it like to work with all these Italian men? You know, as an Indian woman. She's like, oh, I think I identify as Italian. Some people call her a brown Lady Diana. And those people are my dorky, whimsical dad. So if you could please give it up for Nick and Brianna Jonas. Man, I need to tell you about my dad. He is so whimsical. He's such an odd duck. Right there. I'm going to tell you about a very important date in my life. June 25th, 2009. I'm sitting in school, it's chemistry class, and I get a call from the principal downstairs. She taps in through the comm thingy bingy, and my teacher says to me, she's like, look, there's been a family emergency, you need to go downstairs. I go downstairs, I rush down, I see the principal there. They said, there's been a death in the family, your dad's waiting in the car. I run through the hall. I'm like, oh my God, is it Lucky? Our childhood dog. I go, I see my dad, he's crestfallen. He's sitting in the front seat of the Jeep. And I'm like, Dad, what the hell's going on? And he looks at me and he says, I don't know how to break this to you. The king of pop has died. Michael Jackson had died. And that meant we needed to go to Lick's Burgers, we had to go with my sister, and we had to talk about our feelings. It was a big day in our family. My sister is also here tonight. We were recently in Costa Rica. Hey, Jess. She's watching me do this for the first time, too. Thank you. Thank you for your service. We were in Costa Rica recently to help her adopt a dog. We're on the beach, and my dad is walking with us. It's like kind of sunset, there's people around, and we see, like the three of us see that this dog is pooing. It's a dog, like our dog Dee. And so I look over and I think, okay, I need to get my bag. I start to lean in to get my bag. And then Dad just makes a beeline towards the poo. And I'm like, Dad, you can't cover it with sand. Like, that's not okay. And he's like, no, don't worry. And he just picks it up. And then throws it into the ocean. And then when we were looking at him with like disgusted eyes, he starts chasing us with his poo. What's that? No, I don't think it's, oh yeah, maybe it could be that he has like a brown fetish, but I never He's right there. Like the plot line of Slumdog Millionaire 2, literally when he watched it 6 times in a row. No. He's more into the Sound of Music. So those are my parents. And I have to say, being raised in a mixed family, you know, Indian mom, crazy dad with Irish roots. It's difficult, you know? I've got this lineage of getting colonized on both sides. It explains why I'm into double penetration. I just like getting conquered on all fronts. Germany. That was a history joke for my dad. Sorry guys, let's move on. No, but you know, half Irish, half Indian. It means things like I like potatoes, but only if they're spicy. I have a weird relationship to public transportation. Whenever I see a bus, I don't know if I should vomit. Or molest a woman on it. Mom whispering "you're fired" to me is the most Donald Trump shit I've ever seen. He wishes he had your complexion, Mom. Like putting on the foundation. I want to look like Sue one day. It also means that I have a lot of freckles in the summer and very hairy nipples in the winter. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really new at this, and so I'm just kind of seeing what works, and I don't know what to do with it. It's really confusing for me. I'm gonna end with this. I find that it's difficult to introduce someone as a romantic partner because I have this like complex, interesting background. And there's a moment in my life recently where I thought I'd met my soulmate. He was a Frenchman, and he was intellectual, he was handsome, he was very honest. And I fell in love with him because he cried like my father. But then I had to break up with him because he fat shamed me, like my mother. Thank you very much.